Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Wednesday, June 18th, and we are here trying to help you make better, perhaps more considered financial decisions. And that can mean something different for each of you. You know, for some of you, we're getting a lot of calls about retirement, or we're getting calls about, I want to have better balance in my life. That seems to be a huge theme lately. I don't know. We got a lot of that during COVID. Then it went away. Now, once again, Mark, you notice that we're seeing a bit of an uptick in the number of people who are saying, like, maybe it's that they have to go back to work 5 days a week. Maybe it's there's different demands by their bosses. Maybe it's fear of a recession this year. Who knows? But we definitely are fielding more questions from people, young and old, mid-career, late career, about finding more balance in their lives. And I know that that is very hard. We have a lot of type A listeners out there. I get it. But if you need some assistance, or you need the permission structure to figure out a way to help your financial life, maybe give you some signals about how to find better balance. You know, sometimes we make the financial part work, but you've got to make the psychological part work. So if we can do our part, we're going to rely on you to do your part. So if you need some help, whatever is going on, maybe it's a big purchase. Maybe you're ready to plunge into the housing market because 7% mortgage rates, that's about where we're going to be. And you just say you're going to do it and you can afford it. If you need help, get in touch with us. Go to our website, JillOnMoney.com. Click the Contact Us button. Write us that note. And if you would like to join us on the air, just check the box. Mark will do everything else. While you are on the website, please do sign up for the free weekly newsletter, which comes out every single Friday. And check out all the other content that lives there. You might as well buy the book, The Great Money Reset. Things are happening. We want you to be able to change your work, change your wealth, change your life. 10 bold steps to turn chaos into opportunity. I mean, you could buy my first book also, The Dumb Things Smart People Do with Their Money. Whatever it is, it's on our website. That's where all of our stuff lives. Today, we're joined by Max, who's on the line with us from New York. Hello, Max. How are you?
So I am 45 years old. My wife will be 45 shortly as well. We are both teachers, and we kind of just want to know if we're on par to retire at like 55 or 57.
I said you're from New York, and since I'm familiar with the New York State pension plan for teachers, are you in that plan?
Yes.
Oh, fabulous. You're probably too young. You're in like tier 3 or 4. Is that right?
Tier 4.
Tier 4. Got it. Okay. Both of you. So how much money do you guys each make?
So I am at 145 and my wife is at 110.
Amazing. Do you guys have kids?
Yes, we have a 14-year-old and a 10-year-old.
How long have you guys been in the system, the New York State system?
So I am 23 years and my wife is 20 years because she taught in Jersey for a couple of years first.
Listen, we're not going to hold it against her. So at age 55, in 10,
I do all the time.
in 10 short years, what will each of your pension benefits look like approximately?
So if I go at 50, well, here's the thing. So I want to go at 55. She tells me I can't because she can't go till 57. So I'm assuming I'm going to go at 57.
Okay, but okay, you can give me the 257s. I'm sorry, I laughed about that. She told me no. What's the $57 amount?
So with the full like 100% benefit, like, if I, die or whatever,
Yep.
I'm 113 and she is 70.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Can you guys live on 200 grand a year?
Yeah.
So that's not a
I
problem.
think, yes.
It's amazing.
So here's
what
my
else?
thing. So
Tell me.
I have fantastic parents who do a lot for us. They like to treat us to things. They like to take care of the boys. So I kind of want to be able to do those same things. So I guess I say, 200, but, vacation every other year for like the kids and grandkids, just kind of want to make sure, we can do all that. Like when you retire, obviously less comes out of your check,
Right.
which I get.
I mean, you have great benefits. Let's stop for a second. You have amazing benefits.
Okay.
And at the very least, the 200, it'll be taxed. You're going to have great health care, not a problem. But that'll pay your basic bills. So let's go into what other money you have saved. You guys both have 403Bs?
We do. My wife didn't really do a lot of hers because she had a Roth that she was doing.
Okay.
So she has 270 in a Roth.
Okay.
I have 175 in my 403B.
Uh-huh. That's traditional, your 175?
Yes, my
Okay.
district did start doing a Roth, which I am now doing. So
Okay.
I'm now doing a Roth.
Okay, good.
We have a 529 with 102. Then we're at like 30,000 regular savings.
Okay, that's great. This is awesome. How about the house?
Our house, which should be done by November, December, we have like 30 left on it. It's worth about 725, 750.
Is this is a house you're going to stay in? I mean, because your kids are in a district, right? Like we're not moving around, right?
No, I'm not allowed to.
Okay, I like that about I like the rules that are in place. So by the end of the year or something, like we're early next year, when you say the house is going to be paid off, at that point, what will the expenses be? Just the general expenses that include all the fun stuff that you like to do.
About nine.
Nine a month. Okay. And when you look forward and you say, okay, look, it's 10 or 12 years, you're going to keep socking money away. When you say, I want to do some fun things, what do you think in today's dollars? What would that look like for you? Like, would that be like you want to do, like, I want to take like my kids and their whoever they're dating, we're going to go on a big vacation. Is that 20 grand a year in today's dollars? Is that 50 grand a year in today's dollars? What do you think are the extra fun things that you want to feel like you can do? Maybe not every single year, but every so often. What do you think the amount is?
Probably 20. About
Okay.
20.
You are right now, you're living this life. You make a lot of money, right? I get it. You live in a high cost of living area. I understand that. What is the amount that you're putting away in your like for the two of you? What amount are you putting away on a monthly or annual basis into these retirement accounts?
I just started maxing mine out probably like 2 years ago.
Okay.
We don't do a whole lot to her Roth.
Okay. So right now you're putting in the maximum, the 23.5 into your retirement account, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And let's pretend that's all the saving that you do for retirement, that the her 270 is stagnant, you don't add any money to it. Your 175, you're adding 23 grand a year and whatever it ends up being, right? Going forward. Okay? Are you also putting
Yep.
money away, additional money into the 529 right now on on an annual basis, or is that kind of are you done at this point?
No, we do 300 a month, which I wanted to bump up once the mortgage was done to 600 a month.
Okay. Do you think that these kids are SUNY, State University of New York kind of kids? Or are they kind of like, no, I want to go to Stanford or wherever they're going to go?
So funny you asked that. We are having the conversation now with our 15-year-old. He gets it that SUNY makes the most choice, and we've said to him, if you go to SUNY, you're probably not going to have any college bills.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew is a freshman at a very expensive university,
Mm-hmm.
and I see the struggles that people go through.
Yeah.
So
I
hoping
mean,
SUNY.
okay, good. Mark Talercio, who is listening in on us, if these two kids are going to go to SUNY schools, and we've got 4 years for one kid, right, and then 8 years for the other, how much money do you think has to be accumulated in that 529? Because here it is, 100 grand. It's a lot of money. How much more money do you think has to go into that plan?
Well, I think more. I mean, I think 100 grand is a lot of money if you're talking about one kid, but we got two kids.
Yeah.
They're fine. They have huge pensions. They already have nearly 500,000 saved. They're going to continue saving for the next 12, 13 years. So by the time that comes, that account's going to be over $1 million plus the pen. They're fine. So I
Yeah.
think the 529 for me is the focus.
Max, how do you feel about that? Like, if you have, I mean, first of all, I also like want to reiterate before we go move on that you are in great shape. Whatever you think you should have done or done, doesn't matter. You have two teachers who are living within their means. You've saved money. You're doing a great job. Like, nothing bad is going on here. In terms of like your future and being able to have like, oh, I want to be able to have like that fun vacation and spend the equivalent of 20 grand every couple of years on something big, like that's awesome. You can do that. You'll be able to do that. That's not going to be a problem for you guys. It really isn't. I agree with Mark. If you're an educator, so I know education's important, but I think that we're going to have to put a little bit more money into the 529 plan. And even if you told me that your wife was putting a lot of money away into retirement, I wouldn't even suggest that. If your cash flow allows, when that mortgage payment is done, what's the actual mortgage payment right now? What is the amount that you're paying?
So you're gonna laugh. I don't even remember what my original payment is
Yeah.
because all I know is that I've been paying extra. So we're gonna finish a 30 year in about 9 years.
Oh, so you have a lot of money. This explains a lot. Okay, so here's what my guess
I'm
is.
that person.
Okay, but
I'm that
here's
person who wants it out of there.
okay. So I think once the mortgage payment is done, you said you're going to go 300 a month up to 600 a month. I want you to watch the cash flow, but my guess is you can put $1,000 a month into the 529, and that's what I would do right now. I mean, when the
Okay.
mortgage is up, and then you're fine, and then you're done. And then look, if you oversave for 14-year-old's like, oh, I'm going to SUNY, blah blah blah, and it's great, and you can use the money between the two kids. You can, if there's anything left over, you have that 35 grand that you can pop into a Roth IRA for the kid, for the beneficiaries. You're in great shape. This is all good news. And when you retire at your age is 57, right? At that point, both kids are done with college. Do you think you're going to stay in the area, or are your parents close by? And is that important to you, or do you think you'd go somewhere else?
So, yeah, super important. So my parents, my sister, my nephews, we're all within a half hour of each other.
Oh, nice.
So my parents watched both of my kids before school started, both of my nephews at the same time. So they grew up together.
Oh,
So ideally, that's what I'm hoping happens, in my future.
you're in great shape. Do you guys have your beautiful estate planning documents done?
We have our will. We just haven't signed it and sent it back in yet.
Because why, you want to see if you got a better deal somewhere? No, just kidding.
No, no, we get it. I got it free through my school district. So that's one of the things my district provides.
Amazing.
We've just been dragging our feet.
All right. Well, look, you're in great shape. I think your 12-year plan is a great one. Thank you for being an educator, because it's important. And for everybody who's listening and all these people who are like, oh my God, these teachers, they make so much money in New York. Well, because in New York, it costs a lot to live. And so they have to pay their teachers more. I bet, Max, where you live in your neighborhood, the kind of folks that you're around, they make a lot more money in their salary or their total compensation, but nothing like that pension, man. That can really figure into amazing retirement plans, can't they?
Yeah, and I've really been just kind of thinking about it the past couple of years, and I'm like, wow, okay, like it's going to be good. I hope, So
Yeah, it's
now
gonna be
that
great.
you've said all this, I feel much better.
It's going to be great. So listen,
Can
give
I
us a
ask you
hug.
one other question?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Because we're going to have these pensions, are we going to really kind of pay a lot of taxes when we're
Yes.
older?
Yes.
It's like, should I start doing more Roth than
Yes.
403b?
Yeah, absolutely. It should be all Roth.
Okay.
I mean, it's not going
Because
to be
I can
so
do
terrible.
23.5 Roth.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it, because
Okay.
she's got the 270 in the Roth. That's not the problem. But yeah, do it all. And then you'll have, hope maybe by the time you retire, you'll have about the same amount of money in a traditional and a Roth. And that's great. That's perfect. Don't worry about it. All right, Max from New York, good luck. Thank you for getting in touch with us. Hey, if you are looking at your own future, and by the way, Max is like classic sandwich generation. He's got parents who are alive. He's got kids who are in their teens, young kids, and he's looking at his own future. And this is incredible. It's just got all of the hallmarks of, you don't realize how powerful these pensions are until you've put the time in and you look at and say, hey, I could be retired and not worry at age 57. That's incredible. Of course, you had to be a teacher, and that's a hard job. So that's why I have no pension. I have an easy job. No one gives you a pension when you have an easy job like mine. And, I have pension envy. So good luck to all of you and who have those pensions, and don't take them for granted. So if you are looking ahead and trying to make a financial decision, maybe you're thinking about selling a house, maybe you're accelerating your mortgage payments, whatever's happening, give us a holler. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, write us a note. If you would like to join us live, check the box. We'll do everything else. I mean, Mark will. I don't do anything. If you wouldn't mind, check out all of the content that lives on our website. So much free stuff, some stuff that'll cost a few bucks, but nothing that's going to really break the bank. Subscribe to us Here, Jill on Money on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. And please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen. Don't forget to do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.